What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you my Survivor Series match card predictions. I said that I will upload on every single weekday, not like 7 days of the week, every single weekday. And this day is Thursday is almost over, but no, it is still here. I'm recording this, it'll be uploaded on this exact same day, but you'll probably be watching it on Friday. And yes, I know Crown Jewel is the next PLE. I will be making my official predictions later, but most of the matches already announced, so like I'm not gonna make my match card predictions and Survivor Series. So that's why I'm making my Survivor Series predictions. Before we get started in today's video, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any other uploads. The match that I think will open the show is the women's War Games match. The baby faces, Lyra Valkyria, Bayley, AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky versus the heel team, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. I think that over the weeks, a bunch of these women's feuds will all be combined into one whole war, as we see with the Rhea Ripley and Kabuki Warriors thing, and then the Judgment Day and Lyra and Bayley thing. They will all, and then they're gonna like join forces, I think, and then we have AJ Lee's and Becky Lynch's rivalry, and then AJ Lee helps them. It'll all just lead up to this. If this match is happening, I have the heels winning. Last year, the heels needed to win. This time, they don't really need to win. Last year, they had both world champions there. This time, I don't have. The only Becky Lynch is here. I'm going to have the heels winning by Becky pinning AJ. AJ got the win over Becky at WrestlePalooza, so now they're both one-on-one. I'm predicting they'll have like a match later on for Becky's IC title, and AJ Lee will win it. Plus, this makes the Kabuki Warriors and the Judgment Day look strong. Rhea, Io, Lyra, and Bayley can all eat L's, and AJ Lee can definitely eat an L. She's gonna get her momentum back. Plus, I'm predicting that Rhea and Io will win at Crown Jewel, so the Kabuki Warriors can't lose twice ever since turning heel. Hopefully, this women's War Games match will be better than last year's, because last year's was horrible, and we had the wrong winner too. Next, I made a little bit of a bold prediction here, but I have Dominic Mysterio versus Sheamus versus Ilya Dragunov for the Intercontinental Championship. I've been starting to think that maybe Rusev could take Sheamus' spot or something, because Sheamus hasn't been in the IC title picture at all. But I'm still gonna go with it, and if this happens, I think you can have like. I think you probably would just give it to Ilya and then make Sheamus win later, probably at WrestleMania, because they're going to want Ilya to win the title first and have a solid run, make him lose it to heel, not Rusev, because Sheamus and Rusev's feud is over, which I wish it didn't finish, because that would have been perfect for Sheamus to win if Ilya won and then Ilya lost it to Rusev. Now for this match, you guys are seeing this and you're like, what, how did you get here, what? Okay, so, obviously, Obafemi lost to Ricky Saints at No Mercy, and he didn't show up on NXT, and obviously, it's NXT versus TNA, that war, and if they're gonna have that war, obviously you'd want the biggest star, one of the biggest stars, probably the biggest star on NXT, Obafemi, there, and he wasn't there. So I think that he will come out tomorrow for Sami Zayn's Open Challenge and beat Sami Zayn, and then Carmelo Hayes later will want a shot for the US Championship. And I predict the match should be a solid match, and Carmelo is honestly super close to winning, and The Miz tries to help Melo win, but he accidentally screws him over, and Obafemi retains. This kind of makes Obafemi look a little weak, but just make him destroy Sami Zayn tomorrow so he doesn't look that weak, which will further tension the things between Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. Next up, I have Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship. Bro, I have been predicting this match for so long. I predicted that it will be Tiffany versus Bianca versus Jade when we were in Clash in Paris. I was predicting Bianca to go after Tiffany so many times, and I still haven't stopped. And I don't know how bad Bianca's injury is. I didn't read anything about that, but hopefully she'll come back for Survivor Series. Tiffany versus Bianca. But no, I think she's gonna have a match at Survivor Series. I think she's going to return at Crown Jewel right when the Tiffany and Stephanie match is over. Like Tiffany's gonna lose, I think, and then Bianca will just come out. They'll have a stare down. Then later on SmackDown, Bianca will want a shot. I understand they're both baby faces, but this could still work. Tiffany could play a little more of the heel role. And I do see Bianca winning and finally ending the reign of Tiffany Stratton. But at the same time, Tiffy's the future. So what does she do after? I don't know. Because I just, whenever like someone that's going to be the future of the company and they just lose their title, I just can't play it in my head what they do afterwards. Yes, they can win it later again, but I don't know. It just feels like it's a downfall, but it just won't be. It just happens in my head. Finally, I'm predicting this is the main event, and what else could be the main event? This has to be the main event of a big PLE Survivor Series. The baby faces versus the Vision and Men's War Games. For the baby faces, I have CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and LA Knight versus Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and Bronson Reed. Some of you guys are probably thinking like, whoa, what? What are you talking about? Oh, so you kind of notice how I put like Roman and Seth, like Roman and Seth are going to be like the main rivals. I put Cody and Drew as like they're going to be the main rivals. You see how they're like one's up and one's down. We got Punk and Braun. It would be Punk and Seth, and I feel like Punk is like not appreciated in this and Roman's just taking all the spotlight. But it's Roman. We usually get Punk and Seth a lot of times. I also have John and Cena. I mean, John and Brock and LA Knight and Bronson Reed, which they're not like the main rivalry. They all, except for like Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, have the main rivals with Seth Rollins. I think at Crown Jewel we will have Seth Rollins defeat the Vision. Then Drew McIntyre comes out at Cody Rhodes while the match is over. The Vision just watch and they attack as well, except for Seth Rollins. He just watches and laughs. And then Randy Orton, I think, will come out. This is about Crown Jewel, by the way, just so I can tell you the story leading into Survivor Series War Games. Randy Orton comes out, stops them all. Randy and Seth have a stare down. And then here we are at Survivor Series. Also, Brock Lesnar is also attacking Cody Rhodes. And then Cena also comes out. Cena doesn't come out at Crown Jewel, but on next week on Raw, he has a Raw after Crown Jewel, right? Yeah, he does, and then I think he has another one after Saturday Night's main event. Or no, I think this is not another Saturday. I don't think there's a Raw or SmackDown after that. But on Raw, he's gonna be like, why you do my boy Cody dirty like that? And I'm not gonna let you take that win. I will beat you in my career. And then this is how we get there. And obviously, you could replace LA Knight with anyone. Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, more likely Jimmy Uso. And you're probably like, bro, it's crazy that you don't have both Usos, but you don't even have one of them, bro. LA Knight missed SummerSlam. He's not missing another big PLE. Yes, I know Jimmy Uso missed SummerSlam, but like, Jimmy wasn't doing a whole lot. LA Knight was. He just got fresh from beating Seth Rollins. So if LA Knight wasn't even on the card or wasn't even in any interferences, at least Jimmy Uso made an appearance for an interference. LA Knight didn't even do anything at SummerSlam. So we're not gonna make him. They better not make him not be a part of another big PLE. I expect this to be a crazy match. I expect it to be better than the match for last year's War Games. Yes, this is not official, but I think I'm right. Maybe one or two people aren't going to be in this match that I'm predicting. I hope this is literally the perfect thing. I mean, not perfect. You can add a lot of people, but like it's impossible if they're like in AEW or any of that. No, I do not think Jon Moxley is returning. I don't think he'll ever return ever again unless it's like a one-time thing, like just for an interview or something. I expect the Usos to come out. Jimmy Uso will save them, and then everyone else gets hurt. Everyone else except Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns is like he's barely up, but he doesn't need help. But everyone else needs help, and Jimmy Uso doesn't. But like he's just fighting them, and then Jey Uso doesn't go to help CM Punk or LA Knight, and not even Cody Rhodes, who was his friend. And he just leaves, and then the brawl's still going at it. Jimmy's down. Jey doesn't even come out. Jey probably doesn't even notice, and then after the match, John Cena pins Brock Lesnar to win, and they get the win, and John Cena finally beats Brock Lesnar, and then Cena will have his final match at Saturday Night's main event. Super emotional, but then after the match, everyone leaves. Cody Rhodes stays in the ring, and the cage goes up and everything. Cody Rhodes stays in the ring. He just makes an emotional speech about blah blah blah. I'm only predicting he's making a speech because I have Randy Orton coming out. He handshakes Cody. He hugs him. And then he turns heel. He RKO's him out of nowhere. I feel like I know WWE has been waiting for this, but this is a major PLE. Bro, I'm telling you, if you do everything that I've predicted, this could be like such a good show. Better than SummerSlam and way better than WrestleMania. But WrestleMania 41 sucked. Anyways, guys, those are my Saturday night, Survivor Series predictions. Drop your predictions down below in the comments. That's it. Peace.